About 15 years ago, I was working in one of those open-plan offices where respect was in short supply, but egos were in full bloom. Among them, one man stood out. Let's call him Brad. Brad had his own office, which was already a rare privilege. But he also had something no one else did, his own laser printer. According to him, he needed it for urgent printing. But let me tell you something, Brad. Loved reminding everyone it was his printer. God forbid you accidentally sent a job to it. He'd storm out of his office like some kind of territorial beast. Who printed this? This is my printer. Don't send stuff here. Use the shared one like everyone else. Of course, the shared one was on the far side of the building. Total inconvenience. But hey, Brad didn't care. He wasn't just disliked. He was loathed, arrogant, loud, passive-aggressive in emails. It's the kind of guy who kept a mirror in his drawer. Yes. Really fixed his hair like he was on camera 24/7. He made everyone feel small, like his corner office made him king. But kings fall, and Brad. He had no idea that his little empire was built on a foundation that could very easily be shaken. Now here's where things get interesting. One afternoon, my manager asked me to deliver some office supplies, including a ream of paper, to Brad's office. He wasn't there off in some meeting, probably boring a client to death. I dropped the paper next to his printer, and that's when I saw it. There, face up in the tray, was a freshly printed eBay shipping label, with tracking barcodes, recipient info. The whole works. That's when it clicked. Oh, that's why Brad needed his own printer. He was running an entire eBay business from inside the company. Company time, company electricity, company equipment. He was using our laser toner end. Anyone who's bought toner knows it's basically liquid gold. The audacity. I stared at that label. Not out of curiosity, out of inspiration. Thought flickered. What if I made a copy of this? Just for fun. And so I did. I grabbed it, walked quietly over to the copier, scanned it, and printed an exact duplicate. No changes, no edits, just one clean copy. Then I slid the original label right back into the tray, touched, like I'd never been there. Back at my desk, I took an old cardboard box, filled it with pens from the office supply closet, nothing valuable. Just dead weight, and stuck the copied label on it. At lunch, I walked to the post office and dropped it off. And here's the beauty of it. When Brad finally went to mail his actual package with that same label, it was already used. The barcode had already been scanned. The system saw it as delivered. What happens then? The post office returns it. And now he's got to pay for another label. It costs him money, time, and worse, his eBay reputation. Late shipments equal unhappy customers. Unhappy customers equal bad ratings. And eBay? Oh, they noticed the cherry on top. I was back at my desk before Brad even got out of his meeting. No trace, no confrontation, no risk. He probably thought it was a glitch. A one-time issue, until it happened again and again. Over the next 6 months, I did this 3 more times. Always the same method. Find a label while he's out. Copy it. Send a worthless package to the real buyer. Each time, he'd get his own box sent back, slapped with a return to sender or invalid tracking notice. And each time, he had to eat the cost. He couldn't ask for help, couldn't file a complaint, because to do so would mean admitting he was running a private business at work, using company resources. He was trapped in a web of his own making, not as the quiet spider tugging the strings. The beauty was the silence. He never brought it up. No angry emails, no printer tantrums, but I noticed the confident strut, slower, the condescending smirks, fewer. It was like the universe was casually rebalancing itself, and I got to be the invisible hand behind it. To this day, I'm not sure he ever figured it out. I imagine him pacing in his office, muttering about shipping bugs or eBay issues, never suspecting the very coworker he scolded for using his printer was quietly dismantling his side hustle from the inside. And here's the thing, I didn't need to yell. I didn't need revenge porn or sabotage or HR complaints. Just one printer, one copier, and a little poetic timing. By the end of that 6-month stretch, Brad's eBay store had lost momentum. No more shipping labels in the tray. No more muttered phone calls about refunds or buyers complaining. It just stopped. Maybe he got tired of the mysterious returns. Maybe his ratings dropped too low. Or maybe he finally got scared someone higher up would notice. Whatever the reason, he stopped. In the office, it got just a little quieter, a little easier to breathe in. That, my friends, is the power of quiet revenge.